Well, it is a pristine day here on the shores of Lake Washington as we get ready for softball here in Seattle. Non-conference midweek game between the Washington Huskies and the Cal Poly Mustangs. The Huskies taking a short break from conference play. Actually, both of these teams taking a break. Cal Poly's a little extended. They have a Northwest trip. First Washington, and then they'll play Seattle U this week.
First in the Big Ten Conference and sixth nationally. So a pitching staff.
Bounce to second, and that's how our ball game begins. Bubke with the putouts. Yeah, this Huskies pitching staff has been so good. 40% of the wins all time in Cal Poly history in their 51 years as a program. Struck her out, went off speed, and they're 2 down.
Yeah, just loving out of Ramuno. Pitchers throwing and vice versa. So trying to see how well you can compete.
It's a 1-2-3 inning. Mustangs do fight up at the plate, but Ramuno back in the dugout. Mustangs don't score. Huskies come to bat for the first time coming up.
Here looking to extend a 10-game reach base streak.
Might have a chance here. Dead center fielder Bird will not get it. One hop up against the wall, and Jaden Glab leads things off for the Huskies with a double. Well, that stat's old now. Here at Husky Softball Stadium. I think we have a warning from our home plate umpire.
Looks like it's
Matt
maybe
Jacks.
an illegal pitch that works into another ball to turn into a walk.
More than a warning.
Yeah, with that right there, she extends her reach base streak to 21 games. Girl off the wall, and good things will happen.
Yeah, I'd say that's usually a good sign. And here she dribbles one right back up the middle. Base hit center field. It's another RBI for DeBoer. The first 3 Huskies reach. 1-0 Washington. As Jaden Glab able to scurry across home plate. Good sign. And here she dribbles one right. Just not trying to do all that much, just taking it right back where it came from.
Yeah, doing a great job of keeping her hands inside that inside pitch. And like you said, just 33 series average and 5 hits. So pounding the ball in the gaps up the middle.
This one to the shortstop. They'll get the lead out. Erskine makes the play. And we'll see for the regular season, which is important for these mid-major conferences that usually only get one bid. This is popped up to left, and Blanchard is there. And there are 2 down. We'll see if
got the automatic berth to the NCAA tournament. So huge for this conference being able to play late into the season. Something
that I know a lot of the coaches have wanted for a long time. And she does get out of it with only the 1 run in. Garza, right in front of the Huskies dugout, is able to put it away. Alexis DeBoer does get the Huskies on the board. 1-0 Washington through 1.
Ball stadium just behind this press box that we're in.
Barnett in the left center field, and it's going to be Carroll over to track it down. So 4 up, 4 down start.
On the plate here, doing a great job working the count full here.
Off speed and a good take. That one right through the zone, but it dropped low. And it's not just Kim Morena out of Sassoon City, California, and here she hits a high fly ball into the Seattle sky. It's Carroll again, and there are 2 down.
Yeah, time after time we see so many pop-ups off Ramuno.
That was dropped, and it is strike 3, and they complete the strikeout. Glab with the throw, and the side is retired. No hits, a walk. She's left stranded through 1.5, 1-0.
10 conference, having to travel a little further, maybe take a couple more airplanes.
Into left, and it's going to fall in front of Blanchard, and that'll be a base hit. And yeah, bottom of the lineup trying to get the wheels in motion. There's the bunt, perfectly placed, and the putout. It's a sacrifice.
Yeah, textbook. More of a ground ball hitter, so we see those middle infielders a little deeper, looking to range out.
Got her. So she came in there with the hard stuff. And Carter, and she has just done nothing but hit. Bounce towards the hole, cut off by the shortstop Erskine. And the Huskies kept off the board. Mazzola stranded at second. Kate Judy works out of it. We go to the third, and Washington. Yeah.
I did. Some conference awards will have a little bit different logo now.
That is popped up right back to the pitcher. Malia Ma out on one pitch. And Ramuno makes the play.
The tournament there, just a cool opportunity to see some great athletes compete.
Pulled into deep left. Carroll back to the wall, and this game is tied. Bird hits one out. That is her first of the year. And look what it means to the Mustangs. Nyla Bird.
Really leading this Cal Poly offense in the right direction.
Up the middle, scooped up. Pashik, gotta hurry, not in time. Bermudez beats it out. Pretty good number of Erskine, 5'6" freshman out of Huntington Beach down the LA area, and she serves one to right, but they have a chance to get the force in, they do. Bermudez gunned out at second, kind of a rock and a hard place. Did not think. It's from Tracy. It's up near Sacramento. He pulls this one deep down the right field line. This one in the park, though, and Flores is there. And that will end the inning, though the Mustangs have tied this game up. Nyla Bird with her first of the year. Bird with the home run. Ninth.
Like the outfield wall is purple, and
this is in the air to left. Blanchard just can't grab it. Hit off her heel, in and out of her glove. Made a nice effort, but Carroll's going to end up at second base.
And them wanting to get to you. I'm hungry to hit if I'm Flores.
Oh, that's what she likes. Heather Tarr is that bit. You know, DeBoer, players like her, they have protection in this lineup as Flores is on.
Protecting anything close to the plate, Flores able to mass pitches on either side of the plate.
Went up and chased it, and the riser gets the strikeout. And there.
At the plate, looking to extend her reach base streak of 15, looking to extend that to 16 here today.
Lifted to left. Brooke trying to manifest again, not that time. And there's
of home plate.
Yeah, I think from my angle, I think it was a good call. Bounce back to Judy. And she gets out of another jam. Traffic is no problem for Kate Judy, the Seattle native. Her
slugging percentage, on base percentage, so cool to see her continuing to grow.
Oh, Glad has to pick this up. And I don't know how good she's feeling right now. She still does throw a bullet down to first, and she does get the out. Camarena goes up, can't get it. And the riser is there for out number 2.
We talked about Morgan Reimer's drop ball, but there she is going upstairs with the rise ball, the out pitch, just.
Here's Garza. And back to the pitcher. And how about Morgan Reimer? 3 up, 3 down in her first inning of work.
Her swinging is just beautiful how it flips out of her hand.
Bunted. They were anticipating it. Quick throw. Oh, beautiful play. They got her. The very speedy Sophie Mazzola. Garza was playing well down the line, and she was. Yeah, Jenny Condon said that Barnett's the happiest person she's ever met in her whole life. And there's a walk to Bubke, so speed on the bases. There she goes. The throw down. Barnett safe. Now Mustangs will see if they ask for a review. It was close. We know how good an arm Barnett has.
See the result of this call. The replay cameras over here at Husky Softball Stadium, just beyond that first base dugout right before the visiting bullpen. So it's where we see a lot of the fans' eyes and certainly Bubke's eyes and assistant coach Lance Glasso. But
there's a lot of pressure. Here we go. All right, what you got, Matt Jack? Out. Out is the call. Non-conference games against Power 4 schools each year. to do this in their park. This is a really big game for them. And right now, what a homecoming it's been for Kate Judy. She is through 4, and she's only allowed
experience. So just so special, the connections between national teams and collegiate teams and just our sport growing in general.
Lost her there. She usually has pretty good command, left the infield for that matter, and this is the home run. This is bunted. They're going to try to get the lead out. That's 1. That is 2. The Huskies turn it. Everybody doing their part.
Just on both sides of the plate off, we've seen some pulled foul balls. We've seen some foul balls laced down the right field line.
That is 2-strike paint right on the outside corner and completely froze. Has been stymied very few times this year. This is back to the circle, and Glab is retired. I'll bring up Ava Carroll.
Foul ball, but nonetheless, Carroll just missed that pitch. So I would anticipate maybe a little bit of an off speed here.
Upstairs in the walk. Good at that by Ava Carroll.
Looking to not make it too big and continually going back to that deep breath between pitches to calm her heart rate and keep her focused.
And she takes the walk. What a battle between Judy and DeBoer, and long battle ends in a walk, and now first and second, 1 out, and we'll see if Alicia Flores can deliver. That's tomahawk deep down the left field line. Goodbye. And with one swing, the Huskies take the lead. It's a 3-run homer for Alicia Flores. Just a missile.
And this is just a beautiful swing. Not a bad pitch, more of a pitcher's pitch. This pitch up and in on her hands, but Flores just doing a beautiful pitch. So good early recognition by Flores there.
5th of the season for her. Alvarez with a pop-up. In from third, Garza. Well, remember in the DeBoer at bat, that could have lasted a lot shorter amount of time.
That netting protection down there for our field crew. Certainly don't want to get hit with that foul ball.
They were ready. I'm looking at them. They were ready if they called upon. It's a walk.
And a walk is nice job by Mazzola working this count full here.
That is strike 3 call on the inside corner. So Judy gets through it, but Washington strikes. The Dogs are back on top. Pesek. A game where we've seen a lot of pitches from both sides. Big chopper left side. Nice jumping snare over at third. And there's the putout by Alvarez. Bermuda's gone.
A little bit of action over there in that Washington bullpen. Stevie Hansen.
A little flare in the left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. 3rd hit of the day for the Mustangs. And their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Brought from California, now to the top left corner of the U.S.
And Blanchard strikes out. And now the runner will take off for second. She's in there. As Orskin gets to second.
Misses up in the zone.
I guess Jaden's feeling all right, at least for the moment. And that's a perfect pitch right on the outside corner for strike 3. Reimer has barely delayed. I know that it has to be meaningful for her, even though now she might be frustrated by the way that it ended, as this is popped up to first for Ma, and there's 1 out.
Well, and just considering Judy's journey with her injuries and her surgeries here on Showcase.
And she gets a hold of this one in the left center field, and that's going to go through the alleyway all the way to the base of the wall, and Tony is thinking about 3, and she's in there. It's a triple for Gabby Tony. I thought for a second with the ball rolling through the infield that there were a few thoughts of her heading home, but the Mustangs were able to clear out the danger pretty quick.
Thing to left center field. Good job turning the lineup over to sophomore Jaden Glab.
Base hit left field. She wastes no time. 5-1 Washington.
Great job by Glab, not doing too much, just sending that pitch right back where it came from and scoring her teammate Tony from third.
Brie Gleason now with another visit to the circle. If you didn't know any better, you'd think this Washington team is playing with each other for at least a season, maybe more. Instead, this is the first time most of this group has been on the same team. There's the putout.
In that box, ready to go for anything over the White House.
Yeah, she's ready.
Got a pretty big shift in the outfield in that off chance, but walks are here on 4.
So second intentional walk for DeBoer today, third of the year. She has also get back to her.
I know.
Runners are going to be taken off. On the ground a second, picked up by Martinez, and the inning is over. Another run in for the Huskies on the Glab base hits. 3 more outs to go for the Mustangs to try to stay alive. 5-1 Washington.
Base going to get the brunt of it.
Struck her out. And there's one down to the 7th. Popped up. Center field. Craig, 2 outs. Ramuno went the first 3 innings. The ex-Cal Poly star again. And for UW, though, go to Charleston, Illinois. Base hit right field as the game will continue. The throw will go to first, but Martinez beats it out. And so Martinez on, and that'll bring up about 1 more here at least that they're trying to win. Morgan Reimer becomes the first Husky pitcher this year to reach 10 wins, and she does it to close out the Mustangs. And the Huskies win their 4th in a row before this Big East Coast swing. 5-1, Washington defeats Cal Poly. Alicia Flores, the hero today for Washington. Flores with a 3-run homer back in the 5th inning to break the deadlock. It put Washington ahead 4-1. They added 1 more in the 6th. And stellar pitching by Cal Poly today, including started by the former Mustang, Sophia Ramuno. Nyla Bird with the home run for Cal Poly, her first of her career, and a great day for the Mustangs on a number of fronts. Though they lost, they'll be disappointed with that, but Kate Judy in her